If you've ever had to wrangle a spreadsheet, you know just how powerful Excel can be. Today, we're going to break down one of its most essential functions, the count formula. Let's dive right in.
Oh man, we have all been there, haven't we? Just staring at a massive column of data, trying to scroll and count at the same time. 1, 2, wait, where was I? It is so slow, it's tedious, and it's just way too easy to mess up.
And this whole manual process isn't just a huge waste of your time. It is practically begging for errors. One little distraction, one phone call, and bam, you've got to start all over again. It is a total productivity killer.
But what if I told you there was a solution, an elegant, instant, and pretty much foolproof way to get the job done that's already built right into Excel, a way to get the perfect count every single time in like 2 seconds? Well, say hello to the count formula. Seriously, this simple function is an absolute game changer for anyone who works with data. And trust me, once you learn it, you are going to use it constantly.
So what does it actually do? It's beautifully simple. The count formula does one thing, and it does it perfectly. It looks at a range of cells you pick and tells you exactly how many of them have numbers inside. That's it. Simple, right? But so powerful.
Okay, so how does it actually work its magic? Well, to really get this formula, you just need to understand its one golden rule, what it pays attention to, and maybe more importantly, what it completely ignores. And here is that golden rule in action. The formula only counts cells with numeric values. Now here's a cool tip, that includes dates and times, because behind the scenes, Excel actually treats them like numbers. What it ignores is everything else, any text, logical values like true or false, and of course, any blank cells. Getting this distinction is the key to everything.
And maybe the best part? The way you write it out, the syntax, could not be easier. You literally just type equals, count, open up a parentheses, and then you select the cells you want to count. That first range is all you need, but you can totally add more separate ranges if you have to.
All right, theory's great, but let's see how this thing works in the real world. Imagine you've got a list of sales transactions, and your boss just wants to know how many actual sales you recorded.
So here's our data over in column A. It's a pretty typical looking list, right? A real mix of stuff. We've got our sales numbers, sure, but we also have a couple of blank cells where someone forgot to enter the data, and we have one cell that just says not available.
Using the formula is so easy. It's just 3 steps. First, you click on any empty cell, anywhere you want your answer to show up. Second, you type in the formula. And third, you just hit enter. That is literally all there is to it. So for our sales list, this is the exact formula we type in. Equals, count, and then inside the parentheses, A2:A10. This little bit just tells Excel, hey, look at everything from cell A2 all the way down to A10. And the moment you press enter, bam, the result is 6. Instantly. No scrolling, no losing your place, no mistakes. Excel did all the heavy lifting for you. So let's break that down. Why did it give us the number 6 specifically? Well, this takes us right back to that golden rule we were just talking about.
It's simple. The formula scanned that entire range from A2 to A10. It found the 6 cells that had numbers in them and it tallied them up. It saw the text not available and said, nope, not a number, and ignored it. It saw those 2 empty cells and just skipped right over them. That's how we get our grand total of 6 numeric entries.
Now this is a really good question, and it's probably what you're thinking right now. What if you want to know how many cells have anything in them at all, not just numbers?
For that situation, Excel gives us a handy sister formula, counta. I like to think the A stands for all or anything. It counts every single cell in a range that isn't blank, no matter what's inside, number, text, date, whatever. It's another super useful tool for your toolkit.
Okay, let's do a quick recap and lock in the most important things you need to remember about this.
So here's the deal. First, the core rule, the one thing you can't forget. Count is for numbers only. Second, the syntax is super simple. It's just equals, count, and then your range. Third, if you need to count cells with any kind of content, you've got its partner, counta. And finally, start thinking about where you could use this. It's amazing for things like tracking survey responses or checking if all your data has been entered. And there you have it. You now have a super fast, super accurate new skill in your Excel toolbox. So the only question left is, what are you going to count first? Go ahead, open up a spreadsheet and give it a try. Thanks for tuning in.